Hello everybody, this is Leah
and Laura,
and we're here today with the first ever episode of Ask Your Mamas. We asked some viewers if there were ever questions that they wish they had asked their mama. Run it by us first.
Yes, because we are both mamas.
We are mamas. Now, we're not professionals in any stretch of the imagination, but we are mamas.
And we came through it all.
We asked some of you to send us some questions, so shall we just dive right in? So our first question comes from Sarah. Now Sarah says, I always wanted to ask my mother how she felt about me having a child at a young age. So I guess I'll ask you, how would you feel about your daughter having a child at a young age?
All right, first I want to know how young, because
I did ask Sarah, ask her that. She's 20.
She's 20.
That to me, that's not that young.
No, I'd say that's kind of a normal age, maybe a little younger.
Yeah, you know.
You want to get your career set up and all of that. Some people do, but I mean,
some people
a
don't.
lot of people get married right after high school.
That's true.
And they have babies right away.
That's right. So how would I personally feel about my child having a child at the age of, say, 18 or 20? Would it be optimal? Probably not.
Mm-mm. But if I asked you that, and or I told you, Mom, I'm pregnant, I don't think it would be something that I would be upset about at that age.
Sarah, I wouldn't have been upset.
No.
But
she might have been happier to hear about it.
Why didn't you tell your mama?
You should tell her you're
Sarah.
Maybe she lived in a different area than
or
her
maybe something happened to Mama and she didn't have the opportunity to have that discussion with her.
Right.
We don't know what the situation is. But ladies, if you're 20 years old and you're going to have a baby, don't be afraid to talk to Mama about it.
Mama would be so happy. From my point of view, happiness, happy day. Grandkids, yes. Woo-hoo.
Now, I have boys, and I remember taking your grandson, Gabriel, and putting him in my son's arms, my son's 18-year-old arms, and saying,
what, did he seem like a baby?
How does it feel? Just remember how this feels.
Well, I'll tell you something else.
You keep that pecker in your pants, boy.
My daughter, when my son was born, was 11 years old.
Babysitter.
She told me, I'm so glad that I went through this because I'm not having children.
And lo and behold.
Well, now she has children.
But she waited.
For a couple days.
Hey. Absolutely. Because if you think it is all glamorous having a baby, girls.
I'm going to have a baby so
my
boyfriend will love me.
And my boyfriend will love me. And something will love me back. And always have to love me. No.
You're going
Wait
to
till the first time that baby says, I hate you. I hate you.
Or keeps you up all night, or keeps you home all night. You cannot go out.
That's right, girls. Think about it.
Can't go out. You got to take care of that baby.
That's right. That's right.
It's a big responsibility that falls on you.
Yeah. And I always told my boys, because like I said, I had boys, so I didn't have to worry about them coming home pregnant. But I had to worry about them coming home telling me somebody else went home pregnant. And I always told them, don't think you can ever walk away from that, because I will not allow you to do that.
That's right.
You're going to take care of that baby. That's your baby.
That's right.
We wouldn't be upset, but give it some thought. Yeah. This comes from our, almost knocked over the line, our viewer, Michelle. She says, I always wanted to ask my mom what she thought about me marrying a man that was 18 years older than she was. Michelle.
Okay, wait. Michelle married a man 18 years older than her.
Yes.
Okay, how old is Michelle?
I don't know.
That has a lot to do with it.
That has a lot to do with it, Michelle.
Because if you're like, say, 18,
girl,
Mama's gonna think, Daddy wants that little action of a younger girl.
That's right.
Seriously.
That's what Mama's gonna think,
and
Michelle.
that's what Daddy's thinking too. Woo, baby.
I don't know. Because as you age, that dynamic changes a bit.
Because if I'm
to the
30,
point where you're going to be changing his diapers. you're 60 and he's 78, or when you're 70 and he's 88.
Well, you know what, I'll think that I'm going to keep that boy healthy, and he's going to eat lots of good things, and he's going to, you'll find out about me that I'm a very natural sort of person. I drink wine.
Or get a good life insurance policy, just saying. So I have boys. How would I feel when they are 38 and they bring home a 20-year-old? I think I'm going to have something to say about that.
Better 20 than 18. She's legal, but
She's legal.
She can't drink alcohol yet.
Seriously? Right.
You know,
Cheers to that.
What do they have in common,
They
really?
can't even go to the bar and have a cocktail.
Yeah.
Now, if you're 40 right now, I don't know how old you are, and you're bringing home a 68-year-old, that's 28 years, huh?
No, it would be 58.
58. That would be okay. I probably wouldn't
Absolutely
even
fine to me. I mean,
is that a double standard?
no, it isn't, because see, the 38-year-old girl or the 30-year-old girl, well, how old was she? If they're 40. Okay,
Then you have more in common.
I mean, also, you've had a little more life experience.
Yes.
So, with finances, work, all of the, career.
Yes.
So these things are going to blend together a little better, but you've got your 20-year-old and your 38-year-old. That's a little different. So yes, don't worry if you're a little older and you
It's a
talk to her.
little creepy.
I don't know about that.
All right, you guys, that is our first episode of Ask Your Mama. If you have questions that you've always wanted to ask your mama, but you were afraid to ask, maybe not sure what kind of response you're going to get, or you're wondering now, what would have happened if I had asked my mama that?
Yeah.
Put your questions down below, and we will answer your questions in our next
And
episode.
we'll answer in our own special style.
Because that's after we've had a few.
Right.
All right, you guys, we will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.